in the record where I didn't save the path. Okay, right. So Six Sigma teams. Okay, when we are creating a team, okay, this we already covered once we are in the office. Whenever you create a team, you will have this problem, right? Or four stages of the or five stages of the particular team. Okay, one is forming, storming, norming, performing, and then adjourning. So what do you mean by forming? See, for example, we are starting Six Sigma team. It's not only Six Sigma team. Any team you are starting. Okay, we are gathering the people, and then you are assigning to that particular project, saying that you are all going to work on that particular project. That's called your forming. And storming, see, whenever they meet the first time, okay, the communication will be very decent, and they want to understand what is the positive point from other people. Okay, they will talk about all the good things about other one and what is a project. They will more enthusiastically they will discuss when it is in the forming stage. Once the farming is completed and then it's coming to a storming stage, they will find fault with them, right? That guy is not good, he's not good. Lot of challenges will be there, right? They will personally they will attack each other. These are all the things happen in the storming phase. And second thing is, after storming, the team leader or the who created the team has to pitch in, and then they will set the rules and regulation for them and what is expected out of that particular user. They will clarify here. Then the team will move to the norming phase. Norming phase is nothing but they will understand what is their requirement, and then they will move to a performing stage. They will start working and they will achieve the goal. And once the project is completed, we'll identify what are all the things we achieved, and then we will adjourn the team. Okay, that's what the five stages of any project and any team. Okay, and if for example the team is continuously going on, there won't be any adjourning. It will continue with the performing phase. Okay, and the process improvement team. So whenever you create any Six Sigma team, there are multiple types of teams we can create. Okay, process improvement team. The team is created only to do a process improvement. They will concentrate only on this particular solution. And second thing is, we are creating a quality team under Six Sigma. They will improve the internal efficiencies. That's what they expected out of them. And ad hoc team. See, for example, you identify some problem in the project, you bring one Six Sigma team to solve that particular specific requirement. We'll call that as a ad hoc team. And self-manage and agile team, this is their own effort, manage their own projects. See, for example, the TL level, what will happen is they will create their own projects, special projects. And many of the team will used to do, right? They will identify some area need to be improved. They will create their own team. They will put two people on it, and then they will start that as a project. So this is called self-manage or a agile team. Okay, so the evaluation of the Six Sigma team. So we will identify what all the team member who going to be involved in these kind of process, and then whenever you form a team, you have to understand the stages of this particular team. Okay, each team will have its own phase, right? For example, in the storming phase, if you come back and then see that why the team is not working closely, because that is a stage of the team, right? They have to come out of the storming phase. Till the time there will be a misconception, and then there is a problem will be there within the team. Okay, so as a leads, you should understand the stages of the team building. Okay, what is the roles and responsibility of the Six Sigma team? Okay, so if, for example, if the Six Sigma team, we'll have these many members will be there in any of the Six Sigma team when it is a bigger projects. Okay, executive team and champion, who is the sponsor for the particular project, and it will be run by master black belt, and then it will be coordinated by black belt, and then green belt will be there, yellow belt will be there. See, whenever we are starting any project, we'll give a Six Sigma methodology to yellow belt, and then they will understand what to do. They will start the process. And then green belt, see, they will become a team member. Okay, who are all the yellow belt will be a team member, and the green belt will be a facilitator. They will organize the team member, and black belt will be the coach, and master black belt will be the process owner, and who is sponsoring that particular project will become a sponsor. Okay, mostly this will be the CEO or executive level in the company. Okay. And this is a roles and responsibility of a Six Sigma team. So office bearing and team members. Okay, disproportionate amount of influence and authority. See, sometimes what happen now, if you are selecting the team, there will be some challenges, right, within the team member. Okay, for example, you are especially the Six Sigma team, you will collect a member from multiple team, multiple interdepartmental. Sometimes what is happening is this problem will create by some influential member. For example, you are taking one guy who is very close to your CEO, right? He will always play his influence or authority there. Okay, these are all the some of the challenges when you create a team. And dominant team member. Okay, so some team member will be very dominant. They will not allow anyone to speak. They only speak a lot of time. I think you all have that problem, right? Someone will talk always. And the reluctant team member, for example, they will not adjust for anything. Okay, they whatever they are saying, someone has to accept. Otherwise, they will not bend. Okay, these are all some of the challenges in the team. And then fording. Okay, this is a major or common classes in the team is fording and then discounting the other team member. These two will happen whenever you have a team meeting or team responsibility. So you should understand this and then you should know how to handle this. Okay, this fording, disagreement or a clash. Okay, for example, some people you may feel get in your team, they will not accept anything whatever they are saying, that they are ready to disagree or they will come for a clash. Okay, we'll call that as an unbending. Okay, they will not adjust. So the problem here is they may be an individual player, but they are not a team player. Okay, so that is a challenge there. And the second thing is, when we have these kind of people in the team, we don't know where the disagreements is come from. Okay, see, for example, you will talk about that particular one particular process. Okay, the two people started fighting. Okay, the two people started disagreeing between these two. We didn't understand why there is a disagreement, how it arises. These are all very difficult to understand. See, if they want to prove sometime what happened to their power or their, because of their personal history, they want to struggle here. Okay, this is also will happen. Okay, so in that scenario, as what we need to do is we have to develop a ground rule for a interpersonal behavior. Okay, we have to pitch in and then say that, see, you may have your power and you may have your personal history and you may have your influence or authority. So here is the rule, right? We have to bring the ground rule there to avoid these kind of scenarios. Okay, and don't encourage these people. Move forward and then make the people to speak and describe how Ford is affecting their team. So you can call those two people individually and then tell them, because of these two, how the other people are getting affected, because the two is not a team, right? There are, apart from one or two other people also there. So you have to take a call. First thing, you fix a ground rule, and second thing, you talk to the people and then make them to understand why they have to accept or adjust with the team. If you are not able to do it, you have to take a course of action and then you have to change your team member. That's a final last way. But before that, we have a lot of way to correct the team member. Okay, and sometimes the discounting other team member, this is a second problem. Okay, so what happened is, when we are creating a team member, for example, 5-member team. Okay, if anyone has started giving any suggestion, the other people will dismiss their contribution. Okay, they will not accept. Okay, they will make the people feel very bad. Okay, whatever the comment they had given or suggestion they had given, the people will try to prove that is a waste. Okay, that's what happening. So they will not listen or they will not give a chance for other people to bring their ideas. This is a very bigger drop in case of Six Sigma team. Okay, we should not encourage this. Not only Six Sigma team, in any team, right? Every team member has their own responsibility and their own interest to for the improvement of the team. So you should not discount them, and we have to take their contribution also. Okay, if I'm indicating ignoring the other team member, they will not at all consider one team member. They are just ignoring it. That's all the problem. So in this scenario, you have to give a training how actively you have to listen. Okay, see, many of us, okay, including me, we are trying to listen to answer the question. Okay, we are not listening to understand, right? That is a major problem everyone need to work on. See, we are going to listen to understand what the other people are saying. We halfway we will listen and then cut off them and then give our comment. That we need to practice, and then we have to learn thoroughly how to actively listening. Okay, so then how to appreciate the other team members contribution. That these two things you have to train these kind of people to avoid these kind of challenges here. Okay, any question here? This is a general problem in team, right? We are every day we are seeing these kind of challenges. Okay, I'll move on to the next one.
Was one thing,
Mm.
the discounting, how to
Mm.
appreciate other team members' contribution that I didn't understand.
See, for example, you have a two team member. Okay, so one guy is trying to give a contribution. See, he's sharing his idea. Other team member is saying that it's a waste of time. Okay, don't do it like that. If he started giving a dismissal, see, what you need to do, you take the guy who is dismissing the other people comment. Okay, you train them and then make them to understand how to actively listen till he completes. Okay, even though your point is not that much of great. Okay, we have to make him to understand. You first listen, And if you're disagreeing, you have to go back and then tell the detail in personal, not in the group. That is the first thing.
So
How
I
we are
have to
giving a
take
quality.
this. I have to take this as even though he is not interested or he is against it. So I have to
You have to
convince him
accept
and I
it.
have to
Yeah,
make him understand.
correct. You have to make
Okay.
him understand. And second thing is, who is not, for example, one person is not allowing others to talk. He want to dominate. You have to take that guy out and then give a training to him and then say that this is the way how to appreciate the other team member. Okay, because it's a team effort, right? It's not individual player. So other team member, whenever they are doing a better job, he should know how to appreciate them. Okay, that is the main thing. We have to train our team members, right? The team
Okay,
member
boss.
can at any time they will become a team leader, right? Unless these quality they get it in the team member level, then if they become a team leader, then we have to face the consequences, right? It is our responsibility to train our team member better way.
Boss.
Okay, right. So challenges of the team, especially the meetings. Okay, I think all the manager level would have been experienced this very well in our company. Okay, I'll come to this later point. Okay, meeting, that's a floundering. Okay, that's a major problem. See, what is happening is sometime a team will struck with no agenda, nothing, but they will talk continuously. Okay, so in that scenario, what happens is, see, the team, they want to discuss about what is their progress of the Six Sigma level. The team is struggling to make progress and move forward. They will stuck in one particular point, which is called the floundering. Okay, in that scenario, they don't know how to move forward. So in that scenario, we have to pitch in and then tell them what is the goal and where we are going, and then we have to give a data and then resources, make them to move on. Okay, in that scenario, what happened, the team will not have a clear cut direction where they need to go. So as a lead or as a manager here, we have to go and then give a clear direction to them so that the team will move towards that particular direction. So every team will have the same problem. Sometimes they will struck, they don't know what they are doing. And clarify the expectation, then team understand and what is their goal, and then they will move ahead. Okay, the second point here is the excessive cohesion. There are two cohesions are problem here. One, team member are not getting along. That's one problem. Okay, when you have any discussion, two team member will not align to the same point. Okay, that is one problem. And second problem is too much of cooperation. Okay, whatever you say, the people will directly say that, okay, whatever you're saying, it is good. That is also a problem, right? Whatever you're saying, there should be some opposition should be there. Then only we can think, okay, what is the wrong here, how we can improve. For example, I am saying something, if Matt and Lauren, without saying anything wrong to me, say that it is not good, if everything they are accepting, then my decision may go wrong, right? So that should be a discussion. Okay, it's not a decision, right? So that too much of cooperation will be a problem. Whatever I'm saying, if my subordinates is going to accept blindly, then it is a problem. We are not going to move in the right direction. So we need to face the consequences. Our subordinate, our team members will come back and say that you are not good, or this decision is not correct. We have to encourage that. Otherwise, we will never get the correct decision. Okay, then it will become a one-way traffic. Okay, driving decision for data and making informed decision. See, one thing is, whenever you get any decision or you are projecting any decision to the team, if you have a data, that will be clear. See, for example, Matt is coming back and saying that, boss, your decision is wrong. Immediately I may have to ask him the data. Okay, show me the data, why it is, why I am wrong. So if the data is proven that I am wrong, I have to accept it, because he has the data to prove that I'm incorrect. So that's a way we are going to change ourselves, and then we have to go along. So whenever you have a team, as I told you, there are two major problems. One, everything will get rejected, the two members are not getting along, is a major challenge. Before that, there is one more problem, is whatever you're saying, that everything is too much of cooperation will also be a detrimental for a team. So these two we have to be more careful, right? So if whatever decision you're taking, if the team is blindly accepting, so they are going to put you into a pit and then close you. Okay, be careful, right? And second thing is digression. Okay, so this is a discussing the subject in a team meeting or not in agenda. So sometime what happened, the meeting we will start, okay, we don't have any agenda, we don't know what we are going to discuss. Sometime it will go for an open forum, right? They will talk. In that meeting, what will happen, who are all the dominant member, they will lead the team meeting. Okay, it will go for a different direction. Without the topic, it will go. This is a major challenge in any of the organization digression or any of the meeting. So we have to be more careful when the digression is happening. So here what we can do, we can make an agenda and bring the dominant member to stick to the agenda, don't divert from the agenda. That's the way you have to bring them back to the digression. Sometimes what happen, it may be our superiors, right? I cannot ask them to come back to agenda. They will start talking a lot of unnecessary things and all. So at the time we have to remind them saying that we don't have a time. Okay, can we move back to the agenda? Like that we have to pull them back to the line. Otherwise the meeting will be the waste of time. 2 hours, 3 hours meeting will come up, end up with no solution or no better job there in the 2 hours. Okay, that we have, that's called digestion. And tangents, okay, meeting lack clear purpose. Okay, when agenda is too loose. Okay, for example, we are going to discuss about your work from office. Okay, how we are going to start work from office, no one know about it, how we are going to work from office. This become a loose agenda. I want to say that correct word, but I don't want to say here. That's what I'm saying this. Okay, set clear objective for the meeting. And then parking lot. Okay, side items to be discussed. So what do you mean by side items? See, sometime when you have the agenda of the meeting, someone raised that it is related to that particular agenda. Okay, that is a side item. Put that as a separate agenda and then have a separate meeting for that. Don't bring that into a proper agenda. See, this major thing what we are trying to discuss here is, whenever there is a meeting, there should be a standard time and what we are going to discuss, how we are going to discuss, and then what we achieved out of this particular meeting. Okay, this you should know how to run this meetings. Okay, so the tools of the Six Sigma. Again, first we covered some tools. Here we are covering some other tools. Brainstorming we discussed, right? Whenever we want to take some decision or solve the problem, brainstorming is very, very effective activity, right? What we are doing, we are identifying the problem or opportunity. Team members will be asked to think of it and then give a comments and enough relevant background data and criteria. That's what we went for, the lot of methodology we went for, right? Affinity diagrams and other things will based on the brainstorming, right? In the tools. Okay, brainstorming we have multiple stages. One is speculation stage. Okay, ensure in that particular stage we just want to start it. Okay, ensure the free flow of the ideas without evaluation or without criticism. Okay, this is a main point of the brainstorming. Say for example, if a team member started giving any suggestion, you should not criticize. Okay, even though you know that it is not going to work out, but you have to take that suggestion also, right? Otherwise what will happen, if you stop them in the first point, they will never give a next comment, right? So we have to encourage the people to come up with a lot of suggestions. Recognize even wild or impractical suggestions. You have to recognize. Okay, you have to accept it. Okay, this is a point I received from my member, I have to take it. This is called speculation stage. After the speculation stage, we'll go to the suspension stage. Okay, team contribute their last minute ideas. Okay, let those ideas get settled. Say for example, I have a 30 minutes time to collect the idea. So some people will not talk till last 28 minutes. Okay, last 2 minutes they'll have n number of ideas. Okay, collect all those and then document it. That's called your suspension stage. Okay, some people will activate it only at that stage. Okay, and second thing is evaluation stage. Okay, focusing on, see, we collected all these ideas, then focus on those vital few and drive the quality of that ideas, then only it will come. Here only we are going to evaluate all the ideas are good or bad, what we are going to do. Okay, and establish accessibility of the cost, time, quality. These are all the things we need to calculate. Okay, so for example, I'm talking particular idea. Okay, what is the cost of that particular idea, what is the time it is requiring, and what is the quality it is going to bring in, and rank those ideas. Okay, for example, I have 10 ideas, we'll rank it 1 to 10 and then give a priority to 1 to 3 and then try to bring it what we are doing on. And based on this evaluation, we are going for an analysis stage. Top few solution can check them and then validate. Okay, for example, I identify 3 ideas. Okay, in that ideas, how we are going to implement that. And that idea you are going to present to the customer or a principal stakeholder. See, here what we are trying to do is I am getting the idea from my team and then I'm collecting the ideas, and then this also the collecting idea. Here I'm evaluating. After evaluating, I'm analyzing which are all the ideas can be worked out for this particular problem or a decision. Then I'll present that to my management and the customer, get their approval, and then we will move forward. Okay, so here the nominal group technique, what will happen is the problem presentation, the facilitator who want to run this particular project, they will be the facilitator. They will explain in detail about the problem. Okay, what are all the problems, and we'll ask all the team to pen down ideas. Okay, you list down what are all the ideas you have, and then the read. It's one more type. Okay, read responses. Say for example, we will ask them to write the complete idea. Okay, so for example, I have a 5-member team in the nominal group technique. Okay, I am saying that there is a problem here. We will take this. Okay, production is less for this month. Okay, how to improve the production? That's my problem statement. I have 5-member. Okay, I'm asked them to write the points. Okay, and each one will write 10 points. But what I'll do, I'll ask them to read only one idea or one suggestion at a time. So the same idea maybe other person may also have, but they will strike out and then they will come up with a new idea what they have. So one at a time. For example, it will go on the circle. Okay, each one will give one idea, and then there is a no prioritizing. Each one will talk about and we will discuss and then move on. So here ranking ideas, 5 points to rank. Okay, once we finalize everything, for example, I have a 10 ideas. Okay, we will ask them to rank it in the 5 rating, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. So based on that, I'll add it in the series card and then add scores for that. So finally, I'm getting a recorded comments from the team, and that with the ranking. Okay, that ranking will give you that which technique we can start or which comment we can start. This one way of collecting the brainstorming idea. Is it clear? Nominal group.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it is same thing with multi-voting. See, for example, what I'm doing here, see, we are asked them to write 10 ideas here. Okay, and then one idea we are asking them to publish. Okay, or tell them in the one time. So are they same thing? What is happening is multi-voting, generating list of ideas. Okay, I'll ask the member to write all the ideas in the board. Okay, he will go on and write like that. 5 members will write all their ideas. If it is duplicate, they will remove. Otherwise, they will write it in the board. Okay, what I'll do, each one will have a multi-voting. For example, I have a member. I'll take one idea. I'll give them to vote. Okay, each one will have 5 votes. Okay, for each. I'll tell you one thing. The production is our challenge. We are saying that how we are going to improve the production. Okay, now we are saying that we have to monitor the time. Okay, we have to ask the team to get login and log out on the same time. That's what one member is suggesting. Okay, I'll write that idea into the board. Okay, I have 5 members. I'll give that voting to them, saying that you have to vote all this idea. Okay, like that I have 5 ideas. You go ahead and vote. So I have a 5 vote with me. In that 5 ideas, which is my primary idea. Okay, I'll go and then put my first vote to that. Right, like that I'll vote everything. For example, in the 5 idea, I'm voting only for 3 ideas. Okay, you can do a vote. Like that, 5 members will go and then vote it. We'll count it which idea has more vote. We will take from that and then we will take that as a priority. Okay, these are all some of the techniques which is used in the brainstorming. Okay, which idea has more votes will be taken into the priority. Okay, and team communication in Six Sigma, it's everyone know about it. It's a type of communication, one-way communication and two-way communications and voice and video communication, and then meeting tools. Okay, these are all the way we are communicating with the people. And organizational level communication is top-down communication from the management to the associate level, and the bottom up communication is from the associate level to the management, and horizontal is between the other same vertical, right, from other departments. That kind of communication is called horizontal communications. Okay, these are all self-explanatory, nothing much in it. Okay, we'll go to the next topic, process analysis and documentation. So any question in this topic? So in this topic, we covered, okay, Six Sigma teams, how the team would be set, what is the roles and responsibility. And here we had some, what are all the challenges between the team, okay, forwarding and then discounting the other member, and team cohesiveness, okay, cohesion is a problem, floundering, digest and tangents, okay, these are all the issues. And we talk about the brainstorming methodologies, okay, right, and the communication. Okay, we'll move on to the next one, process analysis and documentation. Okay, mainly the documentation, we will talk about the measuring phase, right? Whenever we start any project, we have to have a complete data to start. Okay, so measuring process is a process modeling. Okay, that's a descriptive results. Okay, having information that traces what happened. See, what are all the data we are collecting? It should actually tell where are we on that particular project and understand what is the current process and how it is operating. Okay, so this is very important for before you do any of the project, you should understand what is happening right now. Okay, that will give a better when you compare with the what is happening in the later part. Okay, the prescriptive results is a understanding and really define how the process should run. Okay, based on the descriptive, we are coming for a prescriptive results. See, for example, I'm identifying there is some problem gaps in the process. Okay, and the gaps need to be filled. How we are going to build that is about the prescriptive results. Okay, explanatory results. For example, based on the prescriptive, I am going to create this. Okay, adding finite details in the process. Okay, who is going to do what? For example, I identified the new process without any gap. Who is going to do, when there is going to be, where, and then why this given results. Okay, in the given results, we'll add these additional points to give a better process methodology. Okay, whenever the areas of improvement you want to bring in, we need a process flow to show that where are we now and how we are improving on it. Review the process and the decisions, examine the process flow diagram. Okay, these are all the very important point for process improvement side of it. Okay, this is all a very, very general topic.